What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Price Miyagi, and I'm back with another one. It's the Can We Talk podcast, and we about to get it in, man. We got a special guest in the building, man. Another Northwest legend. One of them guys, one of them names that if you don't know, you about to get to know. The story is crazy, man, and he's definitely an inspiration. This man got a lot going on, and we gonna touch on it today. We got my guy Campaign Cam in the building. What's good, my guy?
Oh man, yes indeed, baby. What's going on with everybody, man? You know what I mean? Campaign Cam in the building, formerly known as Killer Cam, but you know what I'm saying?
Killer?
Call me Campaign Cam, man. I think it suits me better.
Okay, man. I like that, man. I like that. So, man, we're gonna start from the beginning, man. I know you, but they don't know you. So we're gonna talk about your story, but we're gonna start from the beginning. So, man, let me know where you from. You born and raised in Portland? You from the town?
No, I was born in Mississippi. You know, my dad migrated out here when he was about 18 years old. Mm-hmm. We came out here. He went to college and stuff out there. We moved our way up to Portland, and then start going to all the schools everybody else kind of goes to. Woodlawn, Whitaker.
Okay,
you know
okay.
That's where I got my grit and my mud from. You know what I mean? So Woodlawn, Whitaker, and boom, went to David Douglas High School. Transferred out there with a lot of white folks. Culture shock. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It was a culture shock when I came to Oregon.
Right.
You know what I mean? But adjusted, and and then from then on, it's the rest of the story after that.
Facts. So like I say, we go back, man. So it's crazy because
indeed.
You grew up. I went to Woodlawn with you.
Yep.
We went to Whitaker together.
Yes,
grew
indeed.
up off Deacon.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Off Deacon. Yeah. You know
Gladiator School.
Yeah, Gladiator School,
You know
right
what
next
I'm
to
saying?
Woodlawn Park. You
Right.
know what I mean? Right when Woodlawn Park was really Woodlawn Park.
When it was Woodlawn Park.
You couldn't walk. You couldn't even walk in the park. You know what I mean? They wouldn't let you walk in the park.
Right.
Your parents wouldn't let you walk through the park. Well, we did it anyway.
The swimming pool, all that, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's legendary over there,
Absolutely,
man. But it's
man.
crazy because I do remember when I seen you for a while. I didn't know you had shipped out. I thought y'all was still over there because y'all was like right behind 15.
No. Well, we did live over there still, but I went to high school and stuff over at David Douglas High School. So, you know what I mean? I had to play ball over there. My dad ended up being a coach and stuff. So I was good at football at one time.
Yeah, come on, man. You was cold at football,
I was
man. Let's
good
talk
at one
about it.
time,
What was your position?
I was tailback. I ran the ball, yes indeed.
Yeah, you did, man.
I ran
Little
the ball.
guy, but gone.
Little guy, gone. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
4.3 speed, man. Come on.
100%, man. So, man, how come you didn't do college, man? You should have been on the way.
Well, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened, man. This gets into a little bit of my other story. So I was going to go to college, but then I met a girl. And it changed my life. I can't say for the better, but it changed my life.
I feel that.
So after meeting a girl that kind of runs some game on you and tell you and shows you, a different side of life. Right. Your path switched a little bit, and mine did. Mine did, and it changed the course of my life.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. So let's talk about it. So, man, after high school, what'd you do?
So after high school, I said about 19 years old, I had gotten a girl pregnant. And so I got a girl pregnant. I'm gonna say about 17, 18, 19, trying to find my way a little bit. I got a girl pregnant around 18 years old. And so, not having no money or no responsibility, I meet another female. And she just shows me a different type of way to get money.
Right.
And at that time, I had no idea what it was.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So I had no idea what it was, but yet and still she leads me down this path, and she takes me on an adventure. Right. A journey,
So how was that journey, man?
So I mean, the journey was good. Okay. The journey was good for a long time, you know. The thing about that journey is that, it's not for the faint of heart. Right. And where that journey took me, it took me to San Francisco, Las Vegas, and all over this country. Right. And basically, if anybody is familiar with the game, or, if you're familiar with Magic Don Juan at all, right. You know what I'm saying? You kind of know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
And so, it started off with an idea, and it ended up into a lifestyle.
I feel that, man. So, I mean, since we kind of own that, I mean, it's public record. I mean, it is what it is. We know that what went down, they released in January. What was that, on the 27th, 2014? Yeah. It was a lot of things going on in town, man. Yeah. It was a sweep up. A lot of good brothers, man, got picked up, man. Yeah. And a lot of things was being said, man, and you was in the mix of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So let's kind of talk about that, man.
Well, like you said, January 27th, January 28th. 2014. Yeah. About 13 of us got indicted, I'm saying, for transportation of prostitution. Right. And what that did was put a smudge on our names. Mm-hmm. And it's like you said, a lot of your brothers got locked up, but somebody was posing to be a UCI was actually posing to be a movie director.
Right.
And he was telling brothers that they're making a version of this movie, American Pimp 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of brothers kind of got caught up in that situation, thinking that this guy was gonna take their claim to fame.
Right.
You know, basically, right. You know. And so what kind of really changed the course of a lot of these guys' lives is this one moment, you know, kind of trapped in time, where guys were thinking they were going to be something that, you know, other than they were.
Right.
You know, and I got caught up in that same situation.
Right.
You know, where a guy comes to, a guy didn't even come to me. It was a female that came to me and asked me if I wanted to be in this movie. And you know, and I'm like, no.
Right.
No, I don't. You know, she had said, well, you know, this guy who was actually posing as a trick. It's a federal informant who was posing as a trick and also posing as a movie director at the same time. You know, posing. I'm a movie director. I'm also a trick. So he was getting girls to basically tell them the people that they were with.
Oh, he came down here with a whole game plan.
Yeah, no, he definitely did. Yeah. And so he did that, and so what had happened, Dad had some Blazer tickets and stuff for a lot of us, and we'd go to the courtside games. I'd go sit courtside a lot of times before even this guy would, you know.
He was already on that.
Yeah. When he was in a situation. So he kind of put that situation out there. I got some tickets for my birthday. Go to the Blazer game. UCI is there. You know, they open an investigation on me, and that's kind of what happened. Yeah. You know, and 72 months later, you know what I'm saying, I'm sitting in a federal prison.
So where did they have you at?
They had me in Northern California.
Okay.
They had me in Northern California. I was up there with a bunch of good brothers, though, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, as long as your paperwork's right, you know, prison is a breeze.
Oh, yeah,
you know
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Usually when they go to feds, they be shipping niggas all over the place. No,
absolutely. The feds, they ship you everywhere. You go anywhere. I was in Northern California. You know, you actually stay close to home, you know, but that really doesn't matter. It's kind of up to the feds.
That's cool. How was that experience, man?
It was crazy. It was crazy. You know, you see a lot. You learn a lot. You know, you get very humbled in a situation like that. You kind of got, like I said, you grow up fast,
right?
You know, even if you're an older man, you grow up fast in there, you know, because there's no bullshit,
right?
You know, people ain't really kind of taking no bullshit, you know. But it's a lot of what I want to say. In California, it's a lot of politicking. You know, you get the Serenos in there, you get some of the Mexican mafia, you get you know, regular paisas, you get, you know, Bloods, Crips, and you know, you run with your side, which is Northwest. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you're from the Northwest, Seattle, or Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Alaska, y'all run together, you know.
Okay.
So that's how it is in the feds.
Okay, kind of like how they got someone with gang affiliated.
Yeah. No. You know,
so they got
so
to where
it's territory.
It's territory.
It's
okay,
that's
crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
You're gonna sit with you're definitely gonna, if you're gonna sit with your state, or you're gonna sit with your region, and that's basically how the feds work. You know, you go in there, you sit with your region or your state, and you know you click up. As long as your paperwork is good, that's just who you run with, and you're on that type of time the whole time you're in that situation. You know,
and when you say paperwork good, you mean like you ain't got no smut on your name,
no smut on your name, you ain't telling, you ain't doing none of that weird shit. Anybody else done? I sat down, I walked on every yard that I went to.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay, we'll talk that talk then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we got to salute that.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
For
so
sure.
You know, I can always provide my black and white. It's always good.
Let me ask you, man. So before you went in, you know what I'm saying, I'm on the outside looking in, and I'm doing my party thing. You know what I'm saying? You living that life, man.
No, yeah, I was a rich nigga.
You was doing it big. Ain't no cap on that. Like, now we got guys out here, but it's only a certain amount. He's one of them that was doing it at that high level. And when you went in, how did you feel? Like I hear stories all the time when cats do a stretch, they lose support, or some people they find out wasn't real like they was, and things like that. Did you experience that as well?
Well, that's the reality of it. You know, that's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? When you are out of sight and out of mind, that's just the reality of it. And I don't blame anybody for that situation. The situation that I was in, you know, I'm not going to necessarily say I put myself in that situation, but I played a part in getting myself in that situation. Absolutely. But when you're out of sight, out of mind, people tend to forget about you, no matter what you do. no matter what you do or what you've done for people,
right,
or how much you've done for someone, life goes on when you're behind a wall.
That's a fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I hear that a lot, man. So I mean, and so hear you saying it, because I know you and you didn't experience that. It's crazy, man. But you would think like some people would be down and stay down, but you're right. Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind. You know, and that's just the reality of it.
Keep moving.
Yeah, and people got to go on with their lives, man. Right. Because when you're inside, life slows down. Mm-hmm. As soon as you come out, you realize and understand how fast life was moving. And every day something is going on. You got to pay bills. You got to pay for gas. You got to get to and fro. You got to be this place or that place. So I mean, it's just a different type of atmosphere from outside to inside.
Right. And how long did you end up doing?
I did 72 months.
Damn. What does that equate in years?
About 6 years. 6 years.
Damn.
Yeah. 6 years. Yeah. So.
And what year did you get out?
I just got out in 2020. I got out in the midst of COVID too, so which is weird.
Ooh.
As soon as I got out, COVID hit, and there was another lockdown for me. You know what I mean? So, just trying to navigate, just getting out, and then navigating the world changing.
Yeah,
is a huge adjustment. So just imagine just getting out in the first place.
And that's what I want to ask you too. That's where I want to go next. I'm kind of wondering, like, how does that feel when you first just stepped out? Now you free and did this time. You step in on the soil.
Well, it's confusing because the first thing you want to do is, you look back on your former life, and all these things that you've had.
Right.
But those things are no longer in existence because they're gone or they've been seized or, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. So you're starting at zero again. And so you're looking for a lot of support. You're looking for people to in some cases, I can't say in all cases, some people get back out and be like, I don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? Which is a difficult route to go.
Yes, we all need somebody.
You all need somebody, Thanks. But at the end of the day, you try to figure out, what your life's going to be like going forward when your life was so dramatically different, before you went in there. Anybody that's gone in and did any type of time.
That's crazy, man. And you had kids before you went in, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I had 2 daughters.
So when you got in, they was happy. It was
absolutely. You know what I'm saying? They had a totally different life, before I went in.
Right.
And so, getting out, trying to make that same, I don't want to say adjustment to, because when you're in a situation like that and you were a person before the person you are now, people look at you like you're still the same person.
Yes.
No matter what you've done.
No matter what you've done.
Yeah, no matter what you've done or where your future's going to take you, people look at you like you're still the same person.
We don't change. We don't evolve.
Absolutely.
Like if you're not growing, you dying. You ain't living. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to grow.
Absolutely.
I know I might have been like this 10 years ago or even 3 years ago, but I've had experiences in life that's changed me and I've evolved to another person.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you this, but yet you still see this old person.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? The only thing in life that's constant is change.
Facts.
Nothing stays the same, So with that being said, you try to help people understand or get people to understand that you are not the same person that you once were. Mm-hmm.
So how did you get that? How did you get the people to buy into that, to say, okay, I see Cam different now? Like, what steps did you take? 'Cause I'm sure when you got out with some people that still had maybe felt some way or. Oh,
no. I mean, absolutely. Especially the females. I mean, I had people calling me, to jump right back in the game. You're out now, Daddy, let's go.
Right.
Absolutely not.
No. Cam said no.
Yeah, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Never again. Because we're in a situation where time pauses.
Right.
You have nothing to do but work on yourself.
That's a fact.
Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all the things. And that's what you do. You can either change while you're in there or you can stay the same. And I chose to change, I chose to be different and try to figure out a way to not take away from my community, but give back in a way, And so, and still my family, because my dad gave me my name, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So when your dad and your family gives you your name and you do something to not represent it the right way, you try to,
You got to fix that.
You got to fix that.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of my decision when I got out.
You got to hold. Yeah, I tell my son all the time. I'm like, you got my name. You write with my name.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure decisions you make are reputable at all times.
At all times.
And do not compromise your integrity for no one.
No, never. Because
that name gonna fall on me. That's why I have to watch how I move.
Absolutely.
I gotta watch what's being. I do care what people say about me, what's on my name.
Yeah.
Because I got a son that's running around with the same name as mine. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta watch my moves and how and what I do and making sure that if it is something, it's some fuck shit. If it's that,
no.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody even paying attention to that.
No.
But on some real shit, we gotta make sure it stay reputable and
absolutely
at all times. So I feel that. And that's actually honorable, bro. That you just like, yeah, I got to get this right.
No, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I got a great father.
You do.
He's a good man. And he's always taking care of us and stuff like that. So when you do something like you said to your son, which is dope that you teach them early. Mm-hmm. You know, like, look, this name right here is all you got.
That's all you got.
You in the back of your jersey. You represent every time you go into the game. So
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Play well.
Facts. Play well.
Play well.
Play well. All right, man. So now we got you out. You free, man. So, man, what's the first move, man, for campaign, man?
So, man,
ours will kill it. We ain't hit campaign yet?
It's campaign now.
Okay, it's campaign now.
Campaign
now,
man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me to change my name. They was sitting way high above me. You know what I'm saying? When they handed down 72 months. So I took heed to that.
I hear that.
But it's campaign now. You know, campaign Cam. You know what I'm saying? We're on a cold campaign. Mm-hmm. But the situation is that you got to want to change. So when I got out, I wanted to change. I wanted to be different. I got a lot of books. I read a lot of stuff, you know, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich. I read Phil Jobs' story, you know, just a lot of stuff that you read and you wonder how these people did something to make their lives the way that they are now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so in order to do that, you have to research. Just like anything that you do. You want to be a great mathematician, you got to research on that. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a great scientist, you got to read books. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a great poet, author, anything.
Right.
You know, you're going to do your due diligence to figure out what you want to be and be great at it. And just like I did when I was, you know, doing my other thing, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be the best at it. So I wanted to be the best at what I wanted to do now. And that is to create and become an artist and make clothes and make people smile and be happy. And so that's what I wanted to do. So my whole idea was, how can I make a business venture work? You know? And shout out to my dude, Black Mannequin.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Salute, you know what I'm saying?
Got to get him on here too, man.
Yeah,
we
Portland Pioneer, you know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Brian Walden. So when I got out, you know, it was my best friend. I grew up with him in school.
Right.
He had something going out here. And, you know, he would tell me all the time, just when I was inside, just sleep, man. It's going to be good. When you get out, it's good. You know, I got you. And, you know, when I got out, he showed me everything I needed to know. And it wasn't monetary value, anything monetary that I wanted from him. It was all the game that he had. And he blessed me with it. Because when somebody can teach you something, you know what I'm saying, that's worth more than its weight in gold.
That's solid.
Yeah.
That's like what we were just talking about.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, somebody but on that level, you're like, nah, let me open the playbook up.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's what he did for me, you know. He showed me the playbook. You know, he was showing me like, look, man, it's another way. It's another way out here, and we can be great at this as well. You know what I'm saying?
And so
that same hustle.
So with that, what did we do, man? We got something real dope going on right now.
We definitely did. So what we did was we took a lot of ideas from what was going on out here in these streets, man, and we kind of made it our own. You know, and I've always loved clothes. I've always liked to dress. That was one of my things. You know what I'm saying? From a young kid to, you know, a grown man, you know, clothes were my thing. Right. I loved them a lot. And, you know, and I was wearing the best clothes, you know, I was wearing the best clothes. I was wearing the best clothes. So when I got a chance to, you know, figure out how to make my own clothes, you know, again, like I said, my boy was like, well, this is how you do it. And so I started a clothing brand, and it's called AC Cream. It's a play on words of the American Dream. Okay. So it's American Cream. Is the name of it, you know. And I just shortened it to AC Cream, you know, but my brand is American Cream. And it's a play on words of the American Dream. Because a lot of times that, you know, especially being of color, a lot of times we don't get to reach that American dream.
That's a fact.
Or that American dream seems impossible to reach.
Thanks.
You know. But, you know, the things that we do as a culture is we dress.
That's a fact.
When, you know, just like when you hear the term Sunday's best,
right?
You know, we might not look good all week, but on Sunday,
you know what
I'm saying, you see the old ladies with the hats and all the stuff, man. So
we come clean.
Yeah, we coming clean, and that's our little bit of the American dream. You know what I'm saying? So we just replaced the D with the C and called it cream, and especially it's your drip. However you come outside and present yourself to the world that day, you know, that's your drip, that's your cream.
So how was it, man, in that transition? Okay, so now you out, you know what I'm saying, you get with B, and now you got, you know, he done blessed you. You ready to get into this game.
Yeah.
So how was it learning that business? Because now I heard you just say, you know, when you want to do something, you do your research.
Absolutely.
Like you did, and, you know, trying to figure out, you know, how you going to make that change for self, right? So now that you into this game, what did you do to kind of just get yourself going in that field? That's like a learning curve right there.
No, it
right?
is. It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's business now.
No, it is. It's business. So there's a lot of things in business that you have to kind of attend to. Mm-hmm. You know, people think, oh, I can just start a business. Oh, yeah, you can.
Right.
But there's a lot of legalities and legal curves that you got to go to. I mean, you got to get an LLC, you got to get an EIN.
Right.
You know, you got to get patents, you got to get copyrights, things like this that, you know, you hear about, but you don't know.
Right.
You know, you hear about these things, but you don't know, you know. But again, so these are things that I had to research and look up. You know, I know one of my copyrights that I had, just for example, one of the copyrights that I had for my shirt, it actually, the way that it had to be written was so meticulous that if anything was off, somebody in China could be making your clothes.
Ooh.
Yeah, somebody down the street could be making your clothes, and you didn't have a legal leg to stand on. You know, so I just want to make sure that everybody knows, you know, when you get into something, do your research. So you can be well protected on anything that you do. You know?
That's crazy.
So man. It was tough.
That's crazy. Yeah. So did you had to like I mean, you already was into fashion, putting stuff together, but when you had the vision for this, like what was like the base thought of it? Like, okay, I'm gonna do this. We got the name. We know where we're gonna go with that. But what style we gonna tap? What's gonna separate us, and what style we gonna tap into?
Well, when you look at Louis Vuitton and you look at Gucci and you look at these high fashion houses, Yves Saint Laurent, you know. What's driving that? And that's street culture.
Facts.
You know, that's street culture. A YSL belt buckle, y'all niggas must be tripping. Y'all niggas must be looking. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? You go back to Nelly. You know, give me 2 pair of Air Force Ones. Gucci Mane, his whole name is Gucci. You know what I mean? So like, our culture drives that.
Facts.
You know, our culture drives these high fashion houses. And although you might see haute couture in the Met Gala,
right? They
selling 100 sneakers worth $1,000 to us.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And so seeing that drive and seeing that promotion to our people, it just makes sense that if you can come out with dope ideas, cool clothes, and basically the right material, I mean, you dress your own people.
Why not? And it's crazy that you say that, because I had this conversation not too long in the barbershop, and we was discussing this, and I was telling them like, and some people might get mad at me for saying what I'm about to say, but it's just a fact. Africans don't even rock with African Americans like that.
That's what I'm saying.
They look at us to be separate. We ain't the same.
Yeah.
If we go back, no matter what Ancestry.com we got in our hand, that's cute, but we don't know you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're not going to embrace you. Maybe they will, but I don't think they will.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the world mocks and want to be like and steal from Black African Americans.
Absolutely.
If you want to go by. I say niggas. We niggas. We from the hood. And this is what we do. We set the tone for what's great and what's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Period. Absolutely. And it started in the streets, in the ghettos of America, not in the slums in Africa. So you know what I'm saying? So we sons and daughters of slaves.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's our culture. That's where we come from.
Absolutely.
It is what it is. We went from the most hated to now everybody want to be us. Yeah. Even the Africans.
No, absolutely. Yeah, we're definitely admired, revered around the world because of I think it's the fact that we can take something, nothing.
Right.
We can take nothing and turn it into something great. You know what I'm saying? And no other culture in the world does that. No Africans, no Europeans, no Asians. We take something from nothing and turn it into great.
They take our style, put it in, and then they look down, see, oh, that's what they like down there. So we're gonna create that. They making this stuff. We just cutting stuff up, putting it together, making it. They see that's hot. They take it, and now we about to take this idea and put our name on it, and we going to go buy it from them.
Well, the whole thing is, I mean, if you've ever eaten chitlins before,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Those are the intestines of a pig.
Facts.
That's what the masters used to give their slaves after they were done with the great cuts of the pig. You know what I'm saying? Right. The good cuts.
Right.
You know, we used to get what you call it, pig feet and chitlins and snout and stuff like that.
Shit they didn't want.
Yeah, shit that they didn't want.
Right.
And in order to feed ourselves,
right.
I mean, we had to take it.
Right.
You know, this is back in those slave days.
Got to make it taste good.
Yeah, we got to make it taste good. That's all we got. That's all we got. So this is what we're going to eat. You know what I mean? But to turn hog guts into shit into food.
Into a delicacy.
You have to be a special people.
Got to be.
You got to be. So with that being said, you know what I mean? Let them keep doing stuff. We'll keep inventing. They'll keep taking. And one of these days, hopefully we'll start buying black and doing things that we're supposed to do, because the black dollar is what supports America.
It do.
Absolutely.
We the heartbeat of the world.
Come on, baby. You know what I mean?
All right, man. So now you got the AC cream moving, man. You got it going, man. You got your ideas on point, man. So now what's the next move? You got to get this thing off the ground, bro.
Yeah.
What we doing, man? How we get this? Because I mean, fast forward right now, it's popping.
Yeah.
So everybody got to start from somewhere. Yeah. Nobody just start off popping, right?
No, not at all.
Not at all. So we got to talk about it, bro. Because I know you got this out the mud. I got to hear it though.
Yeah. So, like I said, we started from zero. So when how I got it started is I asked my mom and dad, for an initial loan, and my mom and dad they shot me a couple grand. Again, I'm fresh out.
Right.
Yeah. So. I come to my mom and dad. I come with them with this idea, and I'm like, "Yo, I got this idea. I've been. This is what my partner's doing. These are the numbers. I come with a business plan. And my dad is a businessman because he owned a catering company as well. And my dad's always been good at managing money. So I come to my pops and I'm like, yo, I actually came to my mom first. Let me stop.
Okay.
Shout out to my mom, Linda Carradine, because she's dope. You know what I mean? She's backbone, all the shit. Yeah. So I came up to my mom first and I was like, yo, mom, I need you to tell dad that this is my idea. And my mom was like, well, how much you need? And I told her. And so my mom said, you had the money by this Friday. Nice. I told my mom on Monday. On Friday, they were cutting the check for me, man.
Nice.
So, I got my first initial investment from my parents. And I started this with one of my girls that I had out when I first got out. Her name's Audra. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Audra Fletcher, man. You know what I mean? Okay. So me and her really started our brand. And her mom gave us some more money to kind of start this brand. She, this is the idea, because I kept trying to, when you get out, they want you to work.
Right.
So, I kept running into jobs that wouldn't hire me. And then when I did land a job, they fired me within a few weeks, due to my background check and stuff like that. So it started becoming more and more difficult. And my whole thing is like, I ain't had a job since I was 17 years old.
Right.
So
you
I'm
like the work history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got this on your record. So you got a whole uphill battle.
Yeah, it's a bunch of challenges, that I had to go through. But and still, it's not gonna stop me from, I got goals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got goals, I got dreams just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I paid my debt to society and I want to move forward with my life. So boom. And I'm letting people know that, this is what's going on. So my mom and my dad, they shot me my first initial investment. So I started out from zero.
Right.
I worked up to a couple grand. I bought some clothes. I researched everything that I needed to research. I got my LLC. I got my EIN. You know what I'm saying? I got my wholesale license as well. And so, boom, I started to just kind of little by little accumulate ideas and clothes. I went to Umbrella Ink. Shout out to Jeff. You know what I mean? This was my first. That was my first initial. Yeah, that was my first initial person that actually printed any clothes for me. And he printed my first clothes, and I started to sell them. And I was only selling to my friends and, close people around me.
Right.
And, they were like, this is dope. And once I started selling to people that were, some ballers around the town, once I started selling to them and they kind of told me that this is dope and this is dope ideas, that's when I knew I had some traction,
Right.
Because all you want to do when you create something is you want somebody to like it.
That's it.
You just want somebody to like it, man. And once you get that vote of confidence, it's off to the races. And I got that from a lot of brothers that were, that would buy Versace and buy Gucci and buy these things, would buy the different brands. And once they started buying my clothes, I was like, okay, well, I might have something here.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because you, like you say, you just got out when you said
2020.
2020.
Yeah, 2020. I got
2022.
I got off. Actually, I got off house arrest in August of 2020. I sold my first. Like I had my first initial launch in January of 2021. You know, like I said, I was selling to my friends and family before then. Right. But my first initial launch was January of 2021.
And like I say, there's some companies that have started their business and still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And still trying to get it off the ground. No slight to them, but I say that in comparison to you having all the odds against you, to just having an idea, to having a couple people believe in it, to help invest it, to you doing your due diligence by doing your research, to now fast forward one of the top brands in the city, in the region, and growing at a fast rate.
Yeah.
That's big, bro. And salute to you, man.
I appreciate that, Brody. I really do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all you ever want is you just want somebody to recognize your work. You know what I mean? You want somebody to recognize your work because you recognize what you're doing. You have a dream. You believe in it. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody else gives you that vote of confidence again, you start to believe in it even more.
Absolutely.
It actually could work.
That's what we do here, man. Like I said, that's what we're doing at the Can We Talk podcast. We're bringing people on. We making sure we giving out flowers.
Absolutely, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here too, baby.
Yeah, you still. I mean? Oh no, we still here, but you gotta get. We want flowers along the way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Don't put mines on top of my casket. Give me mines in my hand.
Give me mine.
You know
give
me mine. Let me where I can see it and feel it. But that's dope, man. So now, you know what I'm saying, you gaining traction, man. People starting to really buy into this, man, and I'm starting to see it all over social media like crazy. I'm like, Cam is killing it with this, and it is dope though. I'm like, okay, it's dope, but this ain't no bullshit. It's some dope shit.
No.
So you know what I'm saying? Because you see people with clothes all the time with T-shirts, they print them out, they trying to do they want to, and I ain't knocking them because everybody got their journey, right?
Please do.
And so, but what I'm seeing, you know, I'm like, this is actually taking off, and the quality, the quality is there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So another thing is like, you know, I was always into high fashion, always. You know, that was my thing, and so, you know, when I first started my brand, I was looking at like, okay, well, what are people doing? Mm-hmm. And I was trying to follow suit. Right. I'm like, well, I don't really like the quality of these clothes. Mm-hmm. I need better quality because that's what I believe in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm rocking Gucci and Balenciaga and these types of things, well, what are they? One of my favorite brands was Amiri.
Right.
Mike Amiri. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, if what is and the shirts felt phenomenal.
Right.
You know, what is the fabric that they're using for these shirts? And I figured out what it was.
Okay.
And so when I figured out what their fabric was, I end up contacting a wholesaler that actually supplied that certain fabric.
Right.
And that's what I got for my clothes. So when you rock a shirt like this, you know what I mean? This is 100% Supima cotton. You know, and Supima cotton, it's only 3% of cotton produced around the world. It's Supima cotton that's made right here in the United States.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's grown, I should say grown in the United States,
right,
you know?
Right.
And that's Supima cotton. And it's some of the softest cotton that you can ever buy. I mean, I even feel it's better than Egyptian cotton. You can lay down in the shirt. I'm gonna let you know, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna buy a shirt for $340 from Mike Amiri, you know what I'm saying? If I'm selling mine for $80, $90, $100, just know, just know the quality that you're getting.
Right.
It's not gonna fade. It's not gonna shrink. It's gonna be the best quality that you can buy. So that's what it is.
Not gonna fade, not gonna shrink. And we all want a shirt like that.
It actually gets softer as you wear it.
Okay, we'll talk that off then. That's dope. So, man, so now let's talk about distribution. So now, I mean, you're in Northwest, man, you're getting the moving, you're leveling up. Because, I mean, fast forward, you got to shop and stuff now. So I kind of want to get into, now, you got to be moving it.
Yeah.
So do you got distribution? Or are you just doing it on your own?
So the thing is, though, so you do a lot of, so what's great about when I got out, I seen the boom of social media. It like exploded, right? So social media explodes. So you do a lot of things on social media to get your brand out there. You know, once you get your brand out there, you start trying to find people, influencers to wear your clothes. You know, I got some rappers to wear my clothes. I got some local artists to wear my clothes. Like I said, I was talking to you before the podcast that I had gotten my clothes onto the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air drops on the Super Bowl, actually, February 13th. Yep. And so, you know, we had got a call from the director, Morgan Cooper, who wanted to get our clothes onto the show. You know, and I had sent him some clothes prior to this conversation that I had with him. I sent him clothes 2021 in April. Right. And I shout out to my guy Easy McCoy, you know, Soul P, who's doing a lot of
salute to Easy.
Yeah, Easy, who's doing a lot of great work around here. You know what I mean? Sir. A lot of great work. If you ain't tapped in with him, tap in with Easy McCoy, man.
You know I'm I'm glad you said something. When you watch this, man, just know I'm about to get at you.
Yeah, man. Easy's dope, man. He's a true legend around the town.
Facts.
And you know, and for if you're doing something, he's rocking with you. Mm-hmm. So Easy was actually, you know, recording the song for the pilot, I believe. Mm-hmm. And he had on one of my shirts while he was in the studio session. And the director of the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air seen the shirt. And he was like, yo, who makes the clothes? And Easy dropped my name. And he was like, yo, you think you could send me something? And I sent him a whole pack down there. So after I sent him this pack down here, he was saying, well, do you think they could feature the clothes in the show? Boom. You know, a few months later, Universal Studios calls. And they're like, yo, here, we want the clothes in the show.
This is crazy, Cam.
Yeah.
This is crazy, Cam.
Yeah, absolutely. So we end up, you know, signing the contract with Universal Studios, and getting the clothes into the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That's dope,
yeah.
Bro. Listen to what we just said, bro. Yeah. When'd you get out again, bro?
2020, man.
Okay, this is 2022, bro. Man. This is crazy. Yeah. And that's going to be one of the biggest shows. Yeah, everybody's going to tap in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Millions of eyes is going to be on your product, bro. That's big.
Yeah, so it's a big deal, man. And, you know, you know, all these things are set in stone. These are contracts that we've written up, and you know, they've sent checks to us in the whole nine. Yeah, so
that's dope, man. Big deal. I salute, bro. That's big, man. But you know what, man. It makes sense, bro. That's how I've been knowing you we was kids, bro. Same neighborhood, same schools.
Same neighborhood. And always been solid.
Right always on, man. Been solid, Come baby. On, man. It's always been solid, man. You know, I stay on the sidewalk, man.
Always been solid.
Yes, sir. But I just want to say, man, I'm proud of you, bro, because
I appreciate it.
Your journey has been one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to see where you're going, and right now, sky's the limit, bro.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, man, let's talk about it. You got a headquarters now, though,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely. So, I mean, we had a great summer this summer. You know, it was a lot of pop-ups. Felt like we did 1,000 pop-ups this summer, man.
Facts.
You know, we were everywhere. We were everywhere from Portland Night Market, which was one of the biggest events in Portland. You know what I mean? Not everybody is invited. Actually, we're the only clothing venue in that situation. Seattle Night Market, we went up there and did that thing. And every other pop-up that we can do. We did Black Mannequins Anniversary. We were doing, you know, us all kind of stuff. I can't name them all. And we had a really good summer, and we were selling thousands of dollars worth of clothes. And so, you know, save your money, people. Stack your money, save it. I can't stress that enough. You know what I'm saying? If you have a goal and a dream, stack, save your money. So that's what we did. We ended up getting into a storefront. And just after we got the storefront, it was really a blessing. We was looking all around Portland, you know, because one of the questions we were getting at all these pop-ups is like, where's your store located?
Right.
You can be an e-commerce store all you want, but if you want to be a staple in your city, you need to get a brick and mortar.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And that's just what I believe. You know, a lot of people may think differently, but what I believe, just like Voodoo Donuts, if you want to be a staple from where you're at, get a brick and mortar so your city can start to support you, you know? And so that's what we did. We ended up getting a brick and mortar. I'm in business with my guy, P Nice, Reg, you know what I mean?
Salute.
Chocolate Dope, you know what I mean?
Chocolate Dope,
Another dope brand out there, man. Go check him out. That's my guy for sure, man. I can't stress enough how much that's my friend. You know what I mean? That's really my friend. And this dude is from Wisconsin.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he came out there, embraced me, showed me love, vice versa. We ended up, you know, striking up a dope relationship and getting in the store together. You know?
Dope.
You know, so
let's talk about, before we go get to more in the stores, I want to get more in that too. The pop-ups, bro. So now I ain't gonna lie. Outside looking in, I've never really attended a pop-up. I'm like, do these things really be working? Do people really be buying them at the pop-up? Because pop-ups kind of probably became popular probably within the last 5 years, I should say. Right now, it's kind of seemed like it's the thing. Pop-ups is everywhere. Like Black Mannequin, we see him all over the country moving. He doing this one too, and I love seeing it because I see brothers on the move. They're really thinking outside the box and thinking outside their region, which is dope. But are they really beneficial for the guys coming up and he's watching you right now? You telling your story like, okay, maybe I'm gonna get out here and get my thing. Should I do the pop-ups too? I mean, is it really beneficial?
Absolutely. Do pop-ups because you never know who's gonna come through. You know, and it only takes one. And that was always entrenched in me in my former life. That's entrenched in me now. It only takes one. When you get the right people to buy your clothing, you know, because if you're an urban street brand and an old white lady likes your t-shirt, then you gain a new customer. And this is Portland, Oregon.
Right.
Portland, Oregon is the land of outside food.
Facts.
Yeah, of hiking. Facts. And being outside and being a part of, I want to say it's just a culture thing in Portland that's a little bit different than a lot of places.
Being outside is being in the community.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You are community when we outside.
Yeah,
that's when we community.
Yeah,
that's what we do. Everything's outdoors. We love camping. We love hiking. We love fishing. We do it all. We got mountains. We do snow.
And so since a lot of the pop-ups are outside, you know what I'm saying? That's what kind of makes your community what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so Oregonians are coming to that. Portlandians are coming to that.
That's a fact.
So that's what helped a lot. And so pop-ups are beneficial to get your name out there and just be involved with other people that are like-minded. You know, there's a bunch of other vendors doing a bunch of other things. And you know what I'm saying? You guys never know who you can collab with.
That's a fact.
So it is a good situation to do a pop-up. I recommend them.
That's a fact. So now we got the storefront, man, and I haven't been in there yet. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna check it out.
Come on, you gotta keep rocking with me, baby.
But I follow you everywhere. I see.
You know what I'm saying?
I watch the stories. I watch your posts. It looks dope, professional. Like if I walk anything, because you know how downtown is. We got the storefronts. From what I see there and where you located, it fits in. It makes sense.
No, it definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like having that storefront, how does that work for your business? Did it take it up a notch? Did you see, you got your flow coming good? I mean, how is it? That's a different type of business than doing the pop-ups and selling your friends, right?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. So when you are somewhere stationary, it gives people actually a storefront gives people a place to come and buy, where you don't have to necessarily have to shop online. It's a recognizable venue to where you can come in there and get something from the consumer that you've grown to love, you know? Or if you haven't grown to love, that you can come in there and explore, you know? So that's what a storefront does. So it definitely has taken it up a notch. We've gotten people walking in from that flown in from Scotland, London, you know, people that came in from the southern parts of the United States that have walked up in there and was like, yo, okay, I see what y'all doing up here in Portland. And this is in the historical part of downtown Portland, which is the Pearl District. We're in the Pearl District. We're right next to Pal's Bookstore. You know, and y'all know how long Pal's Bookstore has been up there.
Forever.
You know what I'm saying? Staple. It's a staple. Yeah. And we want to become the same thing. If Pal's Bookstore has been there, we want to become that same thing. That building that we in is old. That building that we've been in has been up since the early 1900s. Right. So, you know, we're right there on the corner, 9th and Burnside, Southwest 9th and Burnside. You can always come and see us, you know what I mean? That's but cool. But to have a black business there, you know, in the historic district of the Pearl, you know,
yes, sir,
is not an easy feat.
Not at all.
You know, it's not an easy feat. And so I just want everybody to know that we're there to represent, you know, people that look like us.
Facts.
You know, look like us. Everybody's welcome. But people that look like us, I want you to look at us like, okay, well, if they did it, we can do it as well.
That's dope, man. Yeah. And again, man, that's another salute, man. I mean, you just listening to you, man, and just kind of briefly going through your story. And man, it's just like you had your trials and tribulations. You made changes. You grew. You evolved. You're still evolving. Right. You're still growing.
Right.
And you're on the right track. The trajectory where you headed, bro, sky's the limit, bro. Like, it's dope, bro. I love seeing it.
I appreciate
especially when somebody you done known since y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
Like, it's a couple people that I done grew up with, and I watch what they doing now, and I just be like, man, I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah,
I'm super proud, bro, because it ain't easy.
Nah, because all you ever want to do is make somebody proud, man.
That's it.
You know what I mean? You don't want to be a letdown or a failure to anybody in the world, because you're a human being, man.
X.
You want to do your part for the human race as well, you know. And what I was doing, you know what I'm saying, I'm never gonna ever discredit my lifestyle in any way, because that's
part of your journey.
That's part of my journey.
Yeah.
But what I will tell you, if I can make anybody avoid that lifestyle and tell them, like, yo, look, if you stop right now, your future will be a lot better.
A lot better.
And you'll have a lot less trials and tribulations than I had. You know what I mean? Because I'm never gonna ever celebrate being a criminal.
Right.
I never.
I'm
never gonna celebrate that. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna celebrate somebody, you know, hurting somebody or letting somebody down or walking a path that ain't your light. If that ain't your light, man, that you ain't got to walk that path. Absolutely. Baby, I'm telling you, it's always going to be good for you no matter what you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And man, I didn't try it all, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't try it all, and I was the worst at some stuff. I ain't gonna lie, man. I tell the story to my friends and a few people, bro. It's so funny, man. I ain't gonna lie. I tried to pimp one time. I was the worst pimp ever, man.
Nah, it's tough.
It's a tough game, man. It's a tough.
P stands for patience.
I said, man, I'm gonna stay a player, man, because I can't do this, man. I said, this ain't for me. I mean, it was just strap. I said, bro, salute to the brothers that can do this. Absolutely. I can't do it.
It's tough.
I mean, hoes beat me up, holding money. I'm like, damn, God, you been cussing me out. I'm feeling bad. I'm in timeout. I'm like, what's going on?
No, absolutely. It ain't, like I said, I was telling you at the beginning of this, it ain't for the faint of heart, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? But please, if you can avoid that type of lifestyle, please do, man.
Please do, man. Please do. Man. And it's crazy, man, because, you know, you're a product of the city, man. And to see people have people see where you at now and what you're doing now is so positive and so beneficial to the next generation to see. You know what I'm saying? And your story is inspirational, because to sit down for 6, when you walked out, there's no way maybe you did, but I'm assuming that maybe you didn't see that you was gonna be here right now.
No, I did.
You see what I'm saying? Just from how you listen to your story. So to know that, they're like, man, all odds against me. I know you had the moments like, man, it's so easy for me to just go back.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Absolutely.
The hard part is going through the struggle and the journey of the change.
Absolutely.
And embracing it, everything that come with it, and then come out shining.
Absolutely,
and
man.
You're doing that.
It's always when you're stepping into anything new, whether you're getting out of prison or you're starting over, or you're changing careers or anything that you're doing, you always have this doubt in the back of your head, you know, because people are comfortable.
Right.
Most people are comfortable. But if you change, am I going to be successful or will I fail? You always kind of have those doubts in anybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Steve Jobs had them. I'm sure Phil Knight has had them.
Right.
But you guys got to be sure in what you're doing.
Facts.
You got to believe in what you're doing so much that, you know, if it does fail, let's try something else.
Facts.
You know what I'm
saying? 100%.
Build a team too, y'all. Build a team.
Talk.
Build a team, man. Please get some people around you that you feel like you can trust. Mm-hmm. Get some people around you that are a lot smarter than you at things that you think you can't do. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know everything about, you know, business, and I'm not going to say that I do. You know what I mean? But if you have people and resources that can help you, build a team. Build a team around you. Get some people around you that are a lot smarter, man.
Yeah.
One of the quotes that I took from Steve Jobs was that, you know, I was in a room and I realized the people that I hired were a lot smarter in that room. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's not word for word, but that's what he said. He said, I made sure to hire a lot of people that are a lot the best.
Absolutely.
Because you
I want the best at everything I got going on. If your job is to be on this computer, you be the best. I want the best at it.
Be the best.
If your job is marketing, I need the best marketer.
You need the best at it.
With the best brain, with the best thinking, with the best strategies. And that's cool. And that might not be me.
No, absolutely.
The team is all about everybody's strengths.
It is. The smartest person in the room is realizing that you're not the smartest person in the room. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Being able to realize that. So shout out to Sophie. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Sophie is my COO.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And Sophie handles a lot of the business day-to-day work for me. You know what I'm saying? And without her, a lot of this shit can't run.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Salute
so I definitely want to give her a shout out in here.
Right.
Because, I mean, she does a million things, you know, and she's just one person.
That's what's up, man. That's dope, man.
So if y'all ever get a chance to see Sophie, go follow her at Soap for AC Cream. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, because she's one of a kind, and she works really, really hard to make this brand successful as much as I do.
That's dope, man. Yeah. So what's next for AC Cream, man? It sounds like really we just getting started.
We are just getting started.
We just getting started.
So not too long ago, we got in contact with AC Green's lawyers. I don't know if you've seen one of my shirts that I have. I have AC Green on one of my shirts.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which is another legend in Portland. You know what I'm saying? Went to Benson High School.
Yep.
And Oregon State, I believe. And
Lakers.
Played for the Los Angeles Lakers, which is my favorite team. We're struggling right now, but we gonna bounce back.
We're gonna talk about them Blazers.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, no, we both struggling.
Struggling, bro. Sorry though.
Yeah, we hopefully both bounce back, man. But yeah, so we actually signed a likeness agreement with AC Green, which is a contract stating that anything that we make that has AC Green's face or likeness on it, you know, we have a deal with him. We own 15%. So that's not, but the thing is that I love it that we've even gotten that far to where a guy that I used to watch on television, You know what I'm saying? Right. I have a contract with now.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Got some understanding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's dope, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the thing that I feel like, you know, is another accomplishment for me.
No, it is, bro. And that's crazy. Like I say, we talking about 2020, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
and like I said, you just getting started. Like you only a couple years in the game. And look what we even talked about, what you done already.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like I say, the sky's the limit. You just getting started.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I appreciate this platform.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you even interviewing me and letting me tell my story and getting it out to people and letting people know that, you know, there's just a, you know, stay positive. You know what I'm saying? Love life, you know, take God first.
Facts.
All the stuff, man.
So, man, if it's a guy watching, young guy, man, in his early 20s trying to figure this shit out, and he dealing with a little bit of that, you know what I'm saying? Not maybe on the level of you, but in his own life, you know, his own struggles, his own trials and tribulations. What advice do you have for that guy right now that's trying to figure it out, man? He's at that crossroad. What advice can you give him right now?
That's a good question. I'm going to always tell somebody to stay true to themselves. Mm-hmm. I know that kind of sounds cliche, but I just want you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And if you can't do that, you know what I'm saying, go find some help to have somebody encourage you to be the best version of yourself that you can be, because it's in there. It's
that's
in there.
Dope.
It's
that's
in there,
dope.
Man.
Yeah, man, that's real talk, man. And I think a lot of times if we stay true to ourselves, keep our integrity intact, man, and always think about what we do before we do it, man, and always try to stay in the parameters of right as much as you can, because sometimes, you know, it's hard, but as much as you can, I think everybody has a chance, bro.
Absolutely.
To be great. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And definitely having the right people around you, man. That's hella dope, man.
Yeah.
So my guy, man, what we doing, man? We got something else outside the clothing line? We venturing off to other things, or are we just pushing the clothing line right now?
So my whole thing about this clothing line, we're doing NFTs next. I know y'all know about NFTs and cryptocurrency. If you don't, like, people, please get familiar, because it's a great way to create generational wealth for you and your family. You know, I want to encourage all people to get involved in cryptocurrency and look up these NFTs. And so AC Cream is actually creating art for NFTs. We're also creating skins for the metaverse, which is basically clothing that you can put on in the metaverse when you go and venture around or walk around that motherfucker.
So you can be flying while you in that thing.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's crazy. So I'm glad you bringing up the crypto, man, because my guy, Con Love, he be on me about the crypto. I know a few of my partners, they on me about the crypto. Man, without giving all the game, but how, man, is it really beneficial, man? Is it crypto? Should I really be tapping in?
So think of it like this. If you put your money in a bank, long term, you're gaining a few percent, 0 point something percent, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get all into the technical terms. I don't want to be incorrect. I don't want to be lying to anybody, but I think it's a very minimal percentage. But if you put your money into Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is the only thing, this is just one cryptocurrency,
right?
It's the only thing that has constantly gone up since its creation. At one time, Bitcoin was worth 0, 0, 0, so many zeros in front of it that it wasn't even, you couldn't even find the number behind it, right?
That's crazy.
At its height, Bitcoin for one coin was worth $60-something thousand for one. So imagine if you would have bought 10 Bitcoins at the time they were 25 cents, and you would have spent what, $2.50? If you have 10 Bitcoins now, you'd be a millionaire, right?
That's crazy.
So that's where cryptocurrency is headed. It's a digital asset. It's a digital currency. People don't understand that when you see all these rappers doing all this money and stuff with their hands, you know what I'm saying? Just know that they really broke, because if you really had money, they'd all be in cards.
Right.
You know, they'd all be in cards. And so, because money is digital.
Facts.
Bill Gates has, or not even Bill Gates, but Bezos. Bezos has $140-something billion. He don't keep it in his pocket. It's all in ones and zeros. It's digital.
You
know, it's digital. It's in assets and stuff like that. So it's ones and zeros. It's behind a computer screen. You know, and physical money, the percentage of physical money in the world is so low that you would think it's crazy to even know the number.
Right.
But the percentage of digital currency, which is even money in the bank. You know, you can go to a restaurant right now and pull out a card and pay for food with it. And you don't know what's in the bank.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your bank just tells you, hey, you got $100 in there. You got enough to buy this meal.
It's crazy.
Right? So money is digital.
Right.
And so when you have a digital currency that's not decentralized, which means you can go with it anywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's looking over. There's no government entity in this, right? So you can go to $47,000 in America. It's $47,000 in China. $47,000 in, as long as they accept in Bitcoin, and most places do.
That's crazy, man. It's big, man. I know a lot of people. I didn't see people really get some money on that.
Real talk. It's
wow. I'm gonna start looking into it, man.
Please do,
everybody
man.
been on me about it. I'm like, I'm gonna tap in, man.
Please do.
So it ain't too late for a guy like me to get in.
Not at all.
All right, man. So, man, I got to get on this crypto, bro. I'm on deck, man. I'm getting on, man. I'm convinced, bro. I've seen too many people talk too passionate about it, man. The NFT, I'm not even familiar with that, bro. Just a little bit on the NFT, man. Just give me a little game, man. A little something on that.
Well, I can give you a little bit about an NFT. So an NFT is a non-fungible token, what it is, right? And so it's basically something that you create. It can be artwork, it can be music. You know, you got rappers. I think Meek Mills is releasing this next album that you have to have an NFT to get. You know what I'm saying? You have to buy it with Ethereum,
right?
Which is basically a blockchain. You know what I'm saying, of cryptocurrency, or of money, basically. And so what you want to do is you want to create something, create artwork, create digital characters, sneakers. Nike's gotten into the NFT space. Adidas has gotten into the NFT space. Yves Saint Laurent had sold a purse for $250,000, one-of-one purse, and nobody will ever wear it in real life. They'll just be able to wear it in the metaverse.
Oh, that's crazy.
So you want to try to get into things like this, man. Do your research on it. I don't want to be the guru of it right now. I want to tell everybody to do their due diligence, do your research on it. Figure out, you know what I'm saying, if this is right for you. I encourage you to do it, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not a financial advisor, baby. But, I want all my people to start looking into cryptocurrency, NFTs, and the wave of the future. So
that's dope, man. That's dope, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna start looking into it, man, because I know a lot of people right now that's been tapped in with it, and I gotta get involved, man. Like I say, I gotta be on the bus.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'll stand up and hold the pole. I just got to be on that bus.
Just get on
the
train. Everybody just get on the train. You know what I mean?
For real, man. So what's going on, man? So what we doing with the shop, man? I heard my guy Chocolate Dope, man. What's going on?
Man. Big shout out to Reg, man. Like I said, big shout out to Sophie. These are, this is your team. Big shout out to Dre. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to get a team. This is my team.
Right.
These are the people that are around me that really want to rock and get some money and make your business successful. So the next thing that we're doing up in there is we're holding our interviews. I think our first one starts February. I don't know the exact date, but we're gonna be interviewing just locals.
Nice.
People that are, making moves around the city. Definitely want you to come on the show because you're definitely making moves around the city.
Say less. I'm there, man. I can't wait.
That's another big event that we're having. We're going to have my anniversary up there here probably in, I want to say February or March.
Okay.
My 1 year anniversary.
Nice.
So, you guys are all invited to come do that and come see us and be a part of that. Food, drinks.
Man, I'm there, man. Count me in. I'm there, man. I'm back outside, man. I'm back outside, man.
Come see us, man. It's going to be a safe environment. People are going to come there and just, be able to vibe and chill and, in a safe space, No negativity. We don't even invite that negativity, man. I want to tell everybody out there also, man, please stop shooting each other.
Yeah, man. Our city in a bad place. I mean, it's going like that around the world, but this is what we see. We living in it, and it's sad, bro, to see what's going on in town, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A lot of dope young talent out here, man. A lot of people that got a lot of offer, man. You know what I'm saying? Some real bright brothers, man. Please. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, put them guns down, man.
Man. Put them guns down.
Please put them down, man. We value life a lot more, man.
Absolutely. Put your guns down, pick up a pen, man, start creating some ideas, man.
Right.
Believe me.
Because we got some smart brothers, man.
Absolutely.
Very articulate brothers, man. Yeah. And they just gotta apply it. It's time to apply it, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I know America doesn't always play fair. You know what I'm saying? Because we all would be Ivy League if they did.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? With the brothers that I know.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So please believe that.
That's dope, man. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on the show.
I appreciate you, baby.
You. Hey, listen, man, we're going to have to have you back on, man. But let them know, how can they reach you, man? How can they get with you?
Please, get at me. You know what I'm saying? On IG is at Campaign Cam. You can get at me on IG also for our brand site, The Real AC Cream. Also get at Soph for AC Cream. Get at Shop Drip. Get at Chocolate Dope on IG as well. And my Facebook is Cam Carry On. So you can also get on me at AC Cream, The Real AC Cream on Facebook as well. So
that's dope. Yeah. That's dope, man. Well, again, man, like I said, I'm proud of you, bro. I mean, we know just who was kids, man, and
absolutely
to see you grow and evolve to where you at, man, is inspiring for me. I'm sure it's inspiring for anybody who's watching this because you went one way. And it's hard to make change and then to make the change and then be successful in this new life that you're creating for yourself.
Absolutely.
And at a high level and so much positive energy, spewing out so much positive energy to the world now, even with your clothing line.
Absolutely.
The moves you made in a short amount of time. Bro, that's to be applauded.
No, thank you.
Know what I'm saying? And you own, man. I'm proud of you. I know the city proud of you, man. And we gonna keep supporting you, keep supporting him and what he got going on. Please follow him on them social media links. Tap in with the merchandise, man. My guy is on, man. I ain't gonna lie. It feel good seeing you doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
I can't say, hey, man, Price on here, Dick Ross. I know this nigga, man. I've been knowing him, so it's good to see. It's good to see what he doing, man. It feels good.
We don't care about nobody else's opinions, man. Let this man do his thing because he really doing something in the town that's important. You know what I mean? So everybody else need to be a part of this. And if you got something going, tap in with this man. Tap in with him, man.
We're going to do it, man. We got to get my guy Black Mannequin on here, man. It's time to sit down and talk, man.
Come on in here, man.
It's time to sit down and talk,
stop
man.
Playing, man. You know what I mean? Give me a shout out because I always give you a shout out everywhere I go. Man.
Right, 100%. Well, man, it's good seeing you, man. We're going to keep this thing moving. It's your boy, DJ Price Miyagi. Y'all know what to do. Hit that notification bell if you're watching on YouTube, any platform. You know where we at. We there. Tap in with us. Your boy, DJ Price Miyagi, and I'm out.
We out.